Hi everyone, Gavin here. So I have a Japanese beer review today. The Sapporo and the Kirin Ichiban. Okay, so first I'll crack open the Sapporo. That's the one that you probably see most often in British supermarkets. Okay. And I'm going to pour it into a glass like this. I think it's called a Seville beer glass. That has quite fine bubbles. But I have to say that head is really thin. Okay, what's it like on the nose? It smells a bit tinny. I can't tell you what hops are in that. Okay. Take a look at the colour. It's a beautiful dark golden colour. And look at the effervescence on that. Very fine bubbles. Okay. And the clarity, I mean, it's quite amazing. Okay, the taste test. It doesn't taste as good as it looks, to be fair, I have to say. Yeah, I don't know, it's kind of, it's light, it is crisp and clean, but it's just lacking in flavour, really. So it's a little bit sweet. I've got a bit more flavour coming through now, so it's kind of like, might be my imagination, but I can definitely detect rice. Yeah, it's not really malty, it's quite clean and crisp. Yeah, I would say, honestly, by German standards, that would be a bog standard Pilsner, nothing special. But, you know, it's really gassy. The bubbles are perfect. And the head is, it seems to be sticking around. Okay, so that was a Sapporo. And there's still a little bit in the can. So I think I could maybe even top that head up a little bit. Yeah, there we go. And it's more or less dead on a centimetre, that head. Okay, now I'm going to take an identical glass. I have one here. Okay, and now we're going to try out the Kirin Ichiban. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that correctly or not. I probably butchered it. Okay. Okay, not much of a hiss. Doesn't look too promising. It's more or less the same colour as the Sapporo. It might be a little lighter. It's a golden colour. But it's just as fizzy at the moment. Yeah, it's starting to get out of the can. Yeah, look at that head. Look at that head. And there's a lovely dome on top as well. Yeah, I would say it's, yeah, when I compare the two side by side, so the Sapporo they look fairly identical, I would say. Only the head is greater on this one. Ooh, okay. Now the smell on this, it smells a little bit funky, to be honest with you. A little bit farty. Oh, okay. Now this is a little bit more bitter than the Sapporo. I would say this is probably around about the 22 mark on the IBU scale. The Sapporo is probably 20, or maybe even a little bit more than that. Okay, again, the hops, I couldn't tell you which hops they've used in this. But it's definitely more bitter than the Sapporo. Other flavors, the taste does seem a little bit rounder and richer. It's a bit more bready, I would say, than the Sapporo. Yeah, now I'm getting that caramel-like sweetness. Tastes like something's been toasted but not burnt. Not in a terrible way. I would say the flavour in this one is more homogenized, if that makes sense. But saying that, when I take a look at the Sapporo, and yeah, let me check. Yeah, so look, with the Sapporo, I could probably say it definitely tastes more like a run-of-the-mill German Pilsner. Definitely nothing special. This one may be a little bit better flavour-wise, but then again, also, this is not something that I could... it's also nothing special, really. And it's such a pity with, and it's quite common with Asian beers where they've modelled it off German Pilsner. What I would say that they've got right, though, is definitely the carbonation. And even though the heads are not gigantic, they're quite fine, and they're sticking around. So, could I rate these fairly? I don't know. I mean, it depends what you're aiming for. But the Sapporo, I probably give 6.5 out of 10. And then the Kirin Ichiban, I think 7. Yeah, I would like to give them more. I think maybe they deserve more when you look at the carbonation. But you know, I'm not gonna leave these sit around for 20 minutes, half an hour. I'm gonna drink them. I will enjoy them. They're not terrible, but definitely not anything special. Okay, but out of the two, I would say the Ichiban just about takes it for me. Okay, everyone. Cheers.